Welcome to Yoga at Home. I know that we all are in this very different world together right now, and for my regular students, I miss you guys so much. You never realize how important something is until you don't have it. So I just wanted to tell you that I miss you, I'm thinking of you. For everyone else out there who I haven't met, my name is Lindsay, and I'm a teacher here in Park City, Utah. And in this current environment we're living in, I am bringing you yoga from home. With that being said, today's practice is just 15 minutes. If you found yourself not sleeping well, if you found yourself in a state of stress that you're not used to, or if you just need 15 minutes to yourself, this is the perfect practice for you. We're going to be doing a little bit of movement through cat, cow, and child's pose, and then a really nice long hold of legs up the wall. And for me, doing legs up the wall, great way to feel grounded, to bring my focus back to my breath, and to give myself a break. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. We're gonna come onto our mat into table pose. And if you don't have a yoga mat, that's okay, you don't need one. Just coming onto the floor, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, neutral spine here in table. Take a nice deep inhale, full complete exhale. Let's do that again, deep inhale, full complete exhale. On your next inhale, I want you to bring your gaze forward. You start to bring your gaze softly forward. If you feel pinching in the back of the neck, you've come too far. Just a soft gaze forward. Now widen the collarbones. Reach your heart forward a little bit more as you bring your shoulder blades down your back. You can tilt the pelvis forward and reach the tailbone up, but again, that may be a little bit too much for the low back. So really tune your attention into your body here. Coming into this nice pose that opens the front body, take a nice deep inhale. And then pressing into the hands, allow the sacrum, that's the triangle bone at the base of the spine, to get nice and heavy. Start to bring your gaze to your navel, your belly button, and then press those hands a little bit more and create some space between the shoulder blades. Feel that slope of the low back moving into what we call cat pose. Take a nice deep inhale and a full and complete exhale. So now, matching breath with movement, we're going to start to move back into that cow pose, inhaling, bringing the gaze forward, widening the collarbone, shoulder blades down the back. As you exhale, press and round into cat pose. Inhale, gaze comes forward, widen through the collarbone, shoulder blades come down the back, reach the heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. And the breath is a huge part of this pose. So as you inhale that full length of the breath, no point to rush. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release the breath, bringing navel to spine, allowing the sacrum to get heavy, and lifting the front body away from the mat. Let's do one more just like this. Inhaling that full length of the breath, gaze comes forward, shoulder blades down the back, exhaling, tucking and rounding. And now we'll throw in child's pose. And I really like this to open into my low back. So as I inhale, bring the gaze forward. As you exhale, tuck and round into cat pose. Now maintaining that engagement of navel to spine, softly bring the seat down towards the heels and just take your time. It's that traction here we get in the low back that feels so good. And then bending the elbows out to the sides, reach the heart forward. Exhaling, tucking and rounding. Gaze at navel center, really bringing navel to spine. Softly bring the seat down towards the heels. Bending the elbows out to the sides, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, tucking and rounding here. Smooth and even breath. Inhale, elbows out to the sides, really reach the heart forward, bringing that gaze forward. Exhale, tuck and round. And let's just do two more like that. Deep inhale. Exhale, rounding. Seat comes down, opening into the low back. And then one more. Elbows out to the sides, reach the heart forward. Exhale, tucking and rounding. Shift yourself forward. Okay, so for our next pose, legs up the wall. Again, no mat needed, no props needed. We just need a wall. What I would recommend if you're on a hardwood floor is maybe grab a blanket, because we'll be in this pose for an extended period of time. It helps to have a soft surface, but if you're doing this in your bedroom with a carpet on the floor, whatever works, great. Okay, so if you've never done legs up the wall before, it can be a little bit of a challenge to get into, but this is what I'm going to recommend. Come slide over to the baseboard or where the wall meets the floor, and then hitch your seat up the wall a little bit. So it's almost like you're falling down here. That's going to help. As you roll down, you'll reach your legs up. Now, for some, it may take a little wiggling to get your seat right next to the wall. You want your seat touching the wall as you stretch your legs up. For others, if the hamstrings are really tight, you're actually going to be away from the wall a little bit so that the legs can stay straight. So if you have your butt against the wall and your knees are bent, just wiggle yourself out or come out and then come in so that your butt isn't touching the wall, but the legs have the opportunity to stay straight. And we'll reach the arms out to the sides. A couple of options here for the arms. I have mine right down here. This is really nice and restorative for me. But if you're opening into the chest, you can bend the elbows and soften the hands down. Now, a lot of times our chest is really tight, so you may need blankets underneath the hands so that you can get that really relaxed sensation. You can also place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. I'm going to start with my hands down here. Take a nice deep inhale, full complete exhale. Close your eyes. Deep inhale. Sigh of relief, like you're making a really nice loud noise and just releasing. And you're probably at home with your family, so it doesn't matter what noises you're making. Deep inhale, don't be shy. And one more. Now with that, soften and relax here. I like to do a little shaking to just melt my body into the earth, relax my heels into the wall, close my eyes. Smooth and even breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And as you bring that conscious awareness to your breath, what you're going to find is how good it feels to breathe. I think especially right now with everything that people are going through, it's just so nice to take a deep breath, and it's something that we don't consciously do. And so our breath practice is going to be a huge part of this legs up the wall pose. So I just want you to close your eyes. You can breathe through your nostrils, out through your mouth. If you want to breathe through the mouth or breathe through the nostrils, just breathe. And start with watching the path of the breath. So as you inhale, you feel the breath come through the nostrils and softly drop down the back of the throat. You may feel the rise of the chest, maybe a soft expansion of the rib cage. And can you soften the belly so much that you feel your belly rise? We're going to take some time here to really get that breath nice and deep into the belly. So notice if you're clenching anywhere, especially in the belly or around the seat. Start with some nice deep breaths following that path of the breath. And so as the breath becomes the focal point, what you may find is that everything around you gets a little softer. Call it that outside chatter. Anything that's happening not in this exact present moment. Anything in the past that may be nagging at you, or anything in the future that's poking at you, we want to allow that chatter to soften and fade, so that we can give ourselves this gift of being present and aware with our breath. So as you become more comfortable with those full belly breaths where you feel the belly rise, and with the exhale you soften into the earth, I want you to count the length of your inhale. Really nice full inhale, and then match that length with the exhale. And so we call this breath samavriti. It means same length breath. Nice full inhale, full complete exhale. I'm going to give you some time here just to experiment with that length of the breath, to allow the breath to be the focus and allow the chatter of the world to soften around you. And what may start to happen is that with the breath being the focus, the body may start to get a little rigid. So notice if your quads are getting a little heavy or tight. See if you can just relax the back of the pelvis down into the floor and soften into the quads. And with the back of the pelvis resting heavy, feel the arms melting into the earth. Feel your fingertips soften and relax. Feel the shoulder blades relaxing down. Jaws relaxed. Back of the head is very heavy. And we'll bring that focus back into our breath, matching the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. Matching the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. Take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Start to point and flex through the toes. And bend the knees so that you can roll out the ankles. Deep inhales. Full, complete exhale. We're going to slide the arms out. We'll finish with a soft twist. So what you may find is you need to move a little bit away from the wall, but just be soft here. Drop the knees down to the left. Allow the right arm, right shoulder to get heavy. Take a deep inhale. And now lengthen through your exhale so that there's no breath left at the end of that exhale. Soft inhale. And it's in that full lengthening exhale that the back body can soften just a little bit more. And we'll slowly slide the knees back to center, off to the other side. And again, you may need to slide away from the wall just a little bit. But think about, with the knees to the right, the left arm, left shoulder getting really nice and heavy. Soft inhale, full, complete exhale. From here, reach that left arm all the way over. Press that left hand down. We'll slowly make our way up to a seat or just resting onto our knees. Let's bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra, resting the thumbs against the sternum. Softly bowing the head, close the eyes. Again, 3 deep breaths with a nice sigh of relief. Deep inhale. Deep inhale. And one more. Tune that attention inward. And just feel the efforts and effects of your practice. Maybe a quieting, calm sensation moving throughout the body. And the light within me honors and salutes the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.